Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 things to do in New York. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. New York is such a large and diverse metropolis that you could live here for 4 lifetimes and still not be able to see and do everything the city has to offer. Even deciding where to begin your journey to New York City might be a difficult undertaking. However, we want to assist you in narrowing down the seemingly endless list of things to accomplish on a given day. Whether you're a New Yorker who realizes you haven't had enough time to fully explore the city's parks and history, or a visitor who doesn't recognize the Metropolitan Museum of Art from the Museum of Modern Art, these crucial stops will help you catch a glimpse of the city's beating heart. Number 10. Central Park, Manhattan, New York. It's hard to believe what you're walking into when you step off the busy sidewalks of 59th Street and into Central Park. 693 acres of man-made gardens, meadows, woodlands, and rolling slopes are in front of you. The length of Central Park's walkways would be 58 miles, if you walk down them all at your leisure. Along the journey, you'll see fountains, monuments, sculptures, bridges, and arches, as well as 21 playgrounds, a winter ice skating rink, a zoo, and even a castle, among other attractions. Nevertheless, the 4 major crosstown thoroughfares, which are neatly tucked away in foliage-covered tunnels, would be hard to discover. Number 9. Whitney Museum of American Art. With its relocation from the Upper East Side to its considerably expanded meatpacking headquarters in 2015, the Whitney experienced an enormous transformation. In addition to 50,000 square feet of indoor galleries featuring works by Jean Michel Basquiat, Richard Avedon, and Alexander Calder, the building also includes 4 outdoor exhibition spaces and terraces, as well as a ground-floor restaurant and a top-floor bar, both of which are owned by Danny Mayer, one of the city's most well-known restaurateurs. The floors are connected by 2 elevators that were designed by artists. If you don't have any problems with your mobility, you should choose the stairwell, which provides unbroken views of the Hudson River. It is also connected to the top floors and sculpture terraces by a series of outside staircases, which provide spectacular views of the city skyline and provide a rare opportunity to see art in its natural environment. Number 8. Samuel Holland said. While all of your pals are uploading pictures of themselves drinking out of pineapples while on vacation, you can do the same thing right here in New York at Smorgasburg, a food market held every Saturday. The artisanal food market comprises over 100 local sellers who draw tens of thousands of visitors every weekend to the area. Opening weekends in Williamsburg and Sundays in Prospect Park, it is open year-round outdoors from April to October, and its indoor location at the Atlantic Center has most recently been in operation there. Although admission is free, you should expect to be asked to pay as you move from stall to stall. Locals enjoy it as well because it allows them to explore new chefs and restaurants. Even if it's simple to traverse, don't say we didn't warn you that there will be lineups. Number 7. Brooklyn Heights Promenade. The difference between being in the middle of Manhattan on the ground and looking at it from across the river is night and day, and it's all about perspective. The city's image looms large in front of you at Brooklyn Heights, which is just a hop, jump, or couple subway stops away from downtown. The Brooklyn Heights Promenade, which floats above the Brooklyn Queen Expressway, provides arguably the greatest view of the city's skyline in the entire city. Traffic rumbles below the quiet, tree-lined promenade, disrupting the tranquility. At the southern end, the promenade runs parallel to Rimsend Street, while at the northern end, it runs along to Middag Street. Pedestrians can access a suspension footbridge that zigzags down to the piers around the corner by crossing a basketball court in the shadows. Stops in the attractive area include the New York Transit Museum, the Sardinian eatery River Deli, and the old-fashioned dive pub Montero. Number 6. Grand Central Terminal. Rather than simply being one of the world's busiest train terminals, Grand Central Terminal serves as a historical portal to Old New York and a period when rail travel was considered a luxury for the wealthy and a necessity for the working class. You should avoid visiting during rush hour if you aren't commuting in or out of the city, and instead take your time enjoying the iconic architecture and checking out the top-notch dining and retail options. Number 5. 9/11 Memorial and Museum. Every American should pay a visit to the National 9/11 Memorial and Museum at least once in their lifetime. As you enter the museum, you descend from the street level to bedrock level, where you are compelled to relive where you were on that awful day in September 2001. A fine balance is achieved in the museum's design and construction. It is large-scale in scale, contemplative in its architecture, and personal in its execution. It gives tribute to the enormity of the loss, both physically and spiritually, that has occurred. Number 4. Kenai Island. This famous tourist destination has earned a reputation as a circus-worthy tourist trap, and that is exactly what it is. However, you may be startled by the old-fashioned pleasures of this beachside American community. The food and drinks, particularly at Titano's Pizza, Gargiulo's, and the Kenai Island Brewery, will leave you feeling satisfied. Locals and visitors alike congregate on the beach, eat ice cream cones on the promenade, and queue up for the world-famous Cyclone roller coaster, among other activities. The beach and boardwalk, as well as establishments such as Nathan's, are open all year. The amusement park itself is only open during certain times of the year. Number 3. The Morgan Library and Museum. Throughout the multimillionaire's personal library, which has now been transformed into a must-see museum and cultural center, you will uncover rare antiques, paintings, and books, some of which date back to 4000 BC and are more valuable than your home. There are 23 copies of the original Declaration of Independence in existence, Mozart's handwritten score of the Hathor Symphony, African-American poet Phillis Wheatley's collected works, the only extant manuscript of Milton's Paradise Lost, and Charles Dickens's manuscript of A Christmas Carol, among many other treasures. Swoon. Number 2. Broadway. It is an unforgettable experience for both locals and visitors alike to see a Broadway performance, and it is one that can only be had in New York City and its surrounding areas. Normally, Times Square is a pain, but when you're schlepping into Midtown Manhattan for a show, the bright billboards and lights don't flash in your face. Instead, they glitter in your eyes. The clothes, staging, melodies, and tales of a Broadway production are the stuff of fantasies for everybody who has ever seen one. Moreover, after going black throughout the pandemic, Broadway is slated to reopen this fall. What better way to commemorate the reopening of the city? Number 1. Washington Square Park. Those who enjoy people watching will find Washington Square Park to be an excellent location. In this tiny, not quite 10-acre site, which is crowded with career chess players, musicians, performers, students, sunbathers, strollers, and general hordes of Greenwich villagers longing for a breath of fresh air, there is always something to do and somewhere to go. Take your time while you read through the following. Take a moment to admire the Washington Arch, which honors our nation's first president, and for whom the park is named, and take note of the laurel wreaths and elaborate designs that run from the base to the keystones, atop which twin eagles keep steady watch. Washington Square Park, located in the middle of this thriving New York neighborhood, is the place to be. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.